You got everything you need, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, I'm so gonna miss this.
Miss what?
Just hanging out and fishing and... I'm not gonna have a lot of time after we move to Juneau with school and the JC and everything.
Right.
Welcome
So
back
did any
to
of the people
Mango
you came up with
Plays
at Fireweek
Tell Me
land in
Why.
Juneau?
And I'm sorry to overtalk you, Michael.
I'm not sure. Once they left, I never really kept in touch.
Really?
Everyone moves on. Yeah.
People came and went a
little
lot.
bit gutted.
And besides, everyone moves on eventually, right?
Not everyone. Not people who get so close they're like family.
I already have a family.
Well, there's a reason we think of families as trees. They keep on sprouting new branches and...
Hey, I think I've got a bite.
You got
Okay.
this. Reel them in.
Okay, fish. Fair enough. Yeah, so I feel like,
Come on, pull up on the rod.
okay, S. Oh, okay, keep it in the sweet spot.
Reel
Okay.
them in.
You complete the circle to catch the fish. Right, okay. Mini
Now
games.
give it a nice pull.
Oops. I can fish. I've played Stardew Valley.
Got it. I got it.
Whee!
Slip
So yeah, we
well.
missed, unfortunately, from the
it.
last
Bravo.
episode a bunch of dialogue. Which is a bit of a
First too
shame.
many.
Pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Thanks, Sensei.
Oh, hey, did you want to make solid plans to hit the buzzard hole? The river might ice over soon, so we shouldn't wait too long.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I
Sweet.
think
I was planning to go
being
Saturday. I'll pick you up on the way
friendly.
out.
Cool. I'll set my alarm to ass crack of dawn.
I think being friendly makes sense because Michael's going to be living with Allison, so yeah.
So, ice fishing.
I mean, yeah. What isn't there to like about standing in the middle of a frozen lake?
Or sitting in this case. Let's look
You
at
have
the bag.
this whole fancy bag just for ice fishing?
You don't mix and match. Ever.
Jeez, you don't mess around, do you?
Told you earlier. I'm a very serious man.
Fair dues.
All
Oh,
right, here we go.
let's fish. Okay, I can do this. There we go. But keep it in the sweet spot. There we go. Come on. Just give it a good old tap. It's all good. Oh, it's a more difficult fish, this one. Here we go. It looks the same.
Okay. How about them apples?
Oh, nice job.
I like the fact that it's
So, you
Kind
want
of-
all talk.
clear that they killed the
Impressed.
fish
I
immediately.
only see 2 fish in my cooler.
For now.
Okay, yeah, so
So you
cooler.
gonna tell me what's in the cooler, or what?
I could tell you. Or I could watch you squirm a bit longer.
Ugh. You're a terrible person. You know that?
You betcha.
I think Tyler's starting to feel a bit better because from my
So,
memory, Tyler
about
got
last night.
totally exhausted
I don't
trying
know
to.
what Allison said, but from my side, well, I thought we were on the same page. But it turns out we weren't.
Hey, so don't tell her I told you, but last week your sister was almost unbearable. She was jumping up and down with excitement at you coming back.
Really?
You better believe it. Look, the last time you saw each other, you were kids. Just because things have changed doesn't mean you can't work it out.
I'm gonna say I pushed her too hard because I feel that's the truth, and I think Tyler would see that. And I don't think that we're too different is the right one.
I know. It's probably my fault.
Hey,
I really
the
pushed
diamonds
her
came
last
together.
night. I just don't get why she always has to run away from everything.
You blame her?
Avoiding the problem doesn't make it go away. She's so fixated on selling the house. It's like she's trying to bury the past. All of it. Even the good parts.
Look, I'm not picking sides here. Okay, but she's been murder house girl ever since it happened. Now she's got a chance to put it behind her and start fresh. Shit, I'd be pretty eager too.
As a kid who killed his mum is kind of a valid thought, I think, for Tyler. But I think what Michael's trying to say is, whilst you were the kid that killed your mum, you were in a zone where either that was actually almost a badge of honor. I don't fully know how juvenile detention centers work, but certain kids would definitely see that as sort of almost a badge of honor. But also I think that they would have tried to mitigate that element for Tyler, because the whole point, from what I understand, of Fireweed is about getting the kids to actually, accept what they did, but move forward and move on from what happened. So you don't want to constantly remind them of what happened, especially once they're past that. So I don't think Tyler would have had that label as such much at Fireweed, or even at all, because I think to a certain degree, I mean, I don't know, I've never been to one, but from what I see in TV shows, the person makes the choice as to what they tell people they're in there for. Only the guards and the counselors and the adults in the situation would probably know. So I think really Alison probably had maybe the raw end of the deal, because on top of all of that, she had people saying, isn't it awful what your brother did? Can't believe he killed your mum. You must hate your brother type things. Remembering the fact that there is a genuine reason of self-defense for her, because she recalled at the point in time that Marianne said, I'll kill you, or I'm going to kill you. And then also knowing for the fact, like when someone's saying your brother's awful because he killed your mum, you're going to be thinking, but I'm the one who killed my mum. It must have been really hard, I think, for Alison. I'm not saying it wasn't hard for Tyler, it really was, but...
I guess I didn't really think about that.
Hey.
I've been so focused on my own shit.
Understandably why you
Hard,
have been.
You know? Figuring out how to live out here.
You mean outside of Fireweed?
Yeah. When I first got there, all I could think about was getting out. It felt like a cage. But after a while, it started to feel more like a shell. I figured out who I was in there. But now I've got to work out how to be that person out here.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, none of us really know what we're doing. Like, shit may look bleak now, but your sister's never gonna give up on you. And you can lean on me too if you want. Just be careful, okay? Got a bad left shoulder.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for listening.
Don't mention it.
Don't you say anything. I got this.
Okay. I like that talk. I think that was good. Ooh, come on. I'll tap it in a weird way. Not a fan. Yeah, I think also Tyler needs to
Easy.
also remember and work out how to figure
Yeah, 3 out of 3.
Well played.
how to deal with family.
I got nothing. That was clean.
Achievement. Fish all the fish.
I'm a little disappointed.
So I'm assuming...
Can I ask you something kind of weird and maybe hard to answer?
Weird and kind of hard to answer are my jam. What's up?
How'd you know you were ready to trust anyone enough to put yourself out there?
Okay. Yeah, that is a hard question.
Told you.
There's not really two ways about it. You gotta be willing to take a hit. Look, I stopped listening to the entire indie folk genre just because I was dumped at a show once. But I put myself back out there just like everyone who's ever gotten their heart stomped on. Because when you meet someone who really sees you, you don't have to pretend anymore.
Hard to argue with that. You still want to risk it with me? It's just not for me. I say it's hard to argue with that because I agree. Like,
Hard
That's
to
a
argue with
pretty
that.
logical way of
And
saying it.
you're still interested in being that someone? Even after all the shit that's happened?
Hey, I've got baggage too. I think it's worth a chance. Don't you?
I'm going to say we're in total agreement because I've made the choice
I
to
think we're in total agreement here.
Yeah?
ship them
Yeah.
two.
I get this feeling like I could say or do anything with you, and it'd be cool. I feel safe.
Aww.
Because your sister would kill me if I did you dirty.
Yeah, she would.
So, doesn't look like you're catching anything with that. You
I
want me
caught
to show you
3.
how it's done?
Go for it.
I caught 3. That's what I was going to say. I'm wondering if you fail the fishing, whether Michael takes the rod over and does it for you.
Hey, you're missing the show.
What show? Oh, the sunset. Tyler looks really content. I love it. Make a move or do nothing. Oh. Hey, I'm shipping it hard. Let's go.
You okay?
Oh, I love it. Please don't have something awful happen, like Alison turn up and she gets upset. Because I don't want this moment spoiled. As I said, I think in a previous episode, I get why Alison would be a little bit worried about this because Michael is truly her best friend and like the only source of comfort since Tyler went away. So the worry that if the relationship goes wrong, she might lose Michael. I mean, I could understand that. And I feel for her. And had I thought about it before I shipped them together, I wouldn't have done it.
So, yeah.
Yes, one way to put it. Hey, Allie. I think I'll just show myself out.
Okay, call me later.
You know I will.
Okay. Now, did she look onto the lake, see what was going on, and decide to give them privacy, or?
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. We were done anyway.
Catch anything?
So she knew they were fishing, right?
Mostly ice, but yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry for freaking out yesterday. All of this, it's just been really hard on me.
Don't apologize. I was being an asshole. We should have never pushed you that hard.
Come here.
Aww. Yes. They've been
Why
apart
did
for
I
too
miss
long.
you so much. It's only been a day.
I've been told I have that effect on people.
You dum-dum.
I was about to say, don't be a dick. Okay.
Okay, so I need to show you something.
Oh.
What? You're kind of weirding me out.
Can we sit down for a sec?
Oh, she gained like more control over this weird gift or curse that she seemed to have at Eddie's. Whoa, what's going on with your top?
So, what is it?
I was just at Sam's. He's not our father.
Oh,
How do
yeah.
you know?
I asked him, point blank.
Arson's not his style. As I said, right? Don't get me wrong, Sam was a bit of a dick to Tyler in the beginning, but I've forgiven him since, like, he came back with a knife, and I think there is just pure love from Sam for the kids, because now maybe it's the wrong motive behind the love, but I still accept it because he loved Marianne, like, severely. So, and I just do not believe Arson is his style.
I'm not surprised. Burning down the barn didn't really seem like a Sam move.
Yeah, I guess it was silly to suspect him in the first place. He'd never hurt Mary Ann's kids. There's something else. Look at this. This was taken in 1992 when Mary Ann first moved to Delos Crossing. See that ladder? Sam told me the barn has a loft.
Oh, yes, the
He
attic.
helped her build it.
It's been a few days since I last
Apparently
recorded.
She never told anyone about it.
And it's still there?
As far as he knows, yeah. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
Yes,
We've
let's
come
go.
this far. And a hidden loft? That's got secret shit written all over it.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Do I need to feed the birds again? Where is the bird feeder? I'm sorry. I'm going on a complete tangent and diversion. Oh. I thought I might get an achievement. Howdy do. Right. Where is... Ah.
You want...
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate.
Hmm.
My brain was going to some real dark places.
It's probably just storage. We don't have to do this. I'll protect you. I'm gonna say I'll protect you.
Don't worry. Whatever's up there, I'll protect you.
We'll see how chivalrous you feel when you've got bats in that perfectly coiffed hair.
Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. So, we need a ladder or something. Hello? Ladder! Let me have it. Seriously? Okay, have I got to look at the door again to realize that I need a ladder?
I thought I saw something red over here, but guess my mind's just playing tricks on me.
Okay.
Just a regular old light switch. I thought I saw something red over here, but nothing here. The handle should be behind this.
Oh. Handle for what? Isn't it just like a... Okay.
Ah,
I'm
there
like,
it is.
don't you just grab it from... Like, you get on a ladder and you just grab the door by the little hole
It's
or the
opening up.
latch?
The secret keeper always did store all the best secrets in the clouds.
Oh.
Come on, let's find a way to climb up there.
Well, that's way too high to jump. You want to give me a leg up?
I'm so not touching your nasty shoes. We'll find a ladder.
Yep. Here we go. Okay, so that kind of indicates that Mary Ann might have been the secret keeper. Maybe... so I thought that Eddie's mum was the secret keeper. Thou she finally found happiness. Ooh. But maybe Mary Ann took on the role of secret keeper after
Can you see anything?
Eddie's mum died.
Nope. Nada.
What are you talking about? There's tons of shit you can see. Unless I can see it and you can't. Come on, Tyler. Come up. Oh, there's
Here,
the light
found a
pole.
switch.
Oh. Once upon a time, there was a young princess who felt hopeless.
Holy shit. Well, that shaved a few years off my life.
There she finally found happiness. One day she took her tiara and her ring to the forest.
Her story.
Or ran away to the forest, even.
Look. She left us something.
Alright, that's cool, but can I read the story around you guys? Like, I don't need it displayed to me like this.
Got a combination lock with letters.
We'll work it out. It'll be
Do
fine.
you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Yes.
Knowing Mary Ann, probably.
Those windows are so pretty.
You want to do this?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's start here.
Okay, right. Good on whoever closed the door because you don't want to fall through it. So, once upon a time, there was a young princess who felt hopeless.
Recognize this?
Yeah. It's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It
Yes.
looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
It moves. Oh. Some of these parts are buttons.
Oh.
That's nothing.
Okay, so this is spot the difference, right? So let's go to there. The goblins trick the Mad Hunter.
Here it is. Why do you
So-
think she changed the picture?
I don't know.
Does this spot the difference?
Maybe it's a message. Like
yes.
Okay.
You don't need to
spot
spell
the
it out.
differences.
You don't need to spell it out for me. Like, honestly. Okay. Let's start at the bottom. So we have the 2 flowers and the hands. Okay. The hands are different. Unless it's supposed to be reversed. But no, the colours of the flowers are...
The Mad Hunter still has 2 hands here.
Yeah.
So this was either before the gold lady cut off his other one or after he earned it back?
Which
Okay.
either makes it before most of the stories or after.
Yeah, at some point when she was running away from whatever the hell the Mad Hunter meant to Marianne.
Yep. So we got a tree, the princess, and castle on the next line. So the princess was wrong, the tree is wrong, and the castle's wrong. Oh, hang on. Yeah. So it's all of these.
Huh. No goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the original, the goblins managed to save the princess from the Mad Hunter.
So we saved Marianne from something. But not in this version?
Oh, that's sad to think about, isn't it?
Princess is running away from the Mad Hunter.
Who was sent by the gold lady, according to the story.
Do you think the Gold Lady could have been Marianne's mom? I mean, she always used to say she moved to the end of the world to get away from her family.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. She ran away. Just like the princess is here.
Okay, so we've got the Mad Hunter smiling. We've got this sort of like tree branch and the stars there. Stars look the same. Mad Hunter smiling. Those stars are the same. And that tree branch is the same, okay? And then, of course, the storyline is different because it says here the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter. And once upon a time, there was a young princess who felt hopeless.
It's not the same title, so I guess that counts as a difference. That's it. Whoa.
What's in there?
Wow. Okay. Let me in.
Pictures, letters. Have you ever seen any of these?
All the pictures of Marianne I've ever seen were the ones hanging on the walls.
Okay. So let's actually have a nose in here. We've got...
I can't believe she was a ballet dancer.
Wow.
Marianne.
And a good one, too.
God, that's so not her.
Oh, it was her. And then... my
Aw,
buddy
poor thing.
Polly.
Why would she keep an old drawing of a pet in here?
I'll miss you forever. Well...
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her that young.
I think that's her mom. In
I
the
was about to say,
background.
is her mum the teacher? Maybe, like, that's part of the pressure she felt? Hey, let's look at
Do
here.
you know she studied engineering?
No. But it looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
So that implies the major that probably her family wanted her to take was engineering, and we know Marianne was very artistic. Maybe that was like what she wanted to do. Okay, let's read the letter. Marianne, I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit. It's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with, and I've realized I'm just not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all of this on our own. I can't read it. Maybe we could have dealt with this all on our own without your mum constantly putting pressure on us. Things could have been different, but the damage is done, and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You're an amazing person. You made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'd both be better off apart. There I go with the cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here, but I'm gone. Brent. Oh,
Could this guy have been any more cryptic?
no. I understood it.
You think the guy with her is Brent? From the letter?
I would guess so.
Yeah. And then finally...
The gold lady. That was
Yeah.
definitely her mom.
So, did Marianne grow up kinda rich?
Yes.
Maybe. Would have been nice to have some of that.
Yeah, but quite often, having that rich means you end up with stuff you really don't like or don't want.
Tyler, see that little light? I think we need to solve this one next.
Which one? This one? Okay. What little light? What light? I'm so confused. I accept your word that we have to do this one next, but I'm a little bit worried that she means this one. Okay, no. Her cruel parents kept her locked away in their musty palace.
There's the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Ah. Okay, so... Bird? Probably, because that was the youngest thing.
Piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Marianne's life before Delos, don't they?
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure out which ones are real?
So the ballerina...
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun?
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures? I don't think she was having any fun.
And then that one there looks the most like engineering. Right?
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
And then we've got a knight, a lumberjack, broken heart, an artist, and another lumberjack. I think probably artist.
What's the gold lady do? Is that it?
It's opening.
I was right.
What's in there this time?
Okay, so let's have a look at this. I mean, isn't that here?
Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam.
Oh.
Look at him. He's so young and happy.
Carol's Eddie's mum, right? Let's look at this
Wow.
one.
She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
T stands for time clock repair. Pay period, begin date, and end date. May have to come back to those dates. Here is my Delos Crossing pal's number. I let him know you were interested in the house he's selling, Tammy.
Oh, so that's how she found the house.
Wow. Okay. So the house wasn't given to her, which is cool to know. This is from Dad.
Her father.
I'm going to have to do this. Marianne, I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I'll have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I'm writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day. Friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Adie brought in a beautiful photo album full of all of our holiday pictures in Lacona. You're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are and that you and your child are both safe. So they didn't even know that it was twins. Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter. Oh, fuck off, Dad. Knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock, after dropping out of college and without a penny to your name. She only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly, Marianne. A mother's duty doesn't end when her children leave home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. Dad. That That
What the
is
hell?
that is a
Mary Ann
nasty
was
letter.
pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us. Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
Well, there was something else in there that I want to look at. Thank you. Salmonberry Park. Kodak Island. Eco Village Art Thingy.
Salmonberry Park. Huh. Is that some kind of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Mary Ann when the whole town was turning on us?
Don't be a stranger. All right, okay. From the good people of Salmonberry Park, Kodiak Island, June 1992. Don't be a stranger. Keep on looking for those answers to the questions in your head to which you're blind. Smiley face Shelley. We miss you already. Sol and Bronwyn. Sorry we're losing you to modern civilization. We'll miss your positive attitude and your adventurous spirit. Also, your wild edibles picking skills. Haha, pretty Marcus. Bon voyage, Marianne, Rick. Marianne, you had the warmest, most beautiful aura, and I know you'll keep on shining wherever you land. Peace and blessings, Dorita. And thanks for being our little ray of sunshine even. Godspeed, Cabot and Watty. I love your pictures. Love, Kamala. Okay. So where next?
This just lit up, so I think we're supposed to try this one next.
Okay.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
Okay, so we know...
That's the Gold Lady's castle.
Yeah. Then the clock.
Some sort of clock?
Then... the commune?
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Yep.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
This is the princess's house.
And then this one?
This looks like a dinner room. It seems like it's not doing anything.
Okay, I think
Maybe
I know.
It's broken?
No, I think I know where I went wrong. So it's
What's
the
that
commune
plant
next.
thing on top?
So she went from
those are
home to the
definitely
commune,
salmonberry flowers.
then
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
to the clock
Some sort of clock?
maker work, then to
This
the
is
house,
the princess's house.
and then
This
to
looks
making
like
friends.
a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beaver.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
And that's got an E on it.
What's
so we
in
got
there? Another letter?
O-L-E. Whoa.
The princess's loss. Is
Team
this from the
unlocked.
Book of
The
Goblins?
princess's lost
Not that I know of.
treasure.
Well, sure looks like it could be.
Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods and to the house with nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The dress... Okay, I need to read... Oops, wrong one. So let's see... The trees, there we go, not the tress. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern of red welts on her skin. But through it all, she clutched the tiara close to her chest, fearing any misstep could cause it to fall from her arms and break. The tiara had its own spot in the big wooden house, a pillow near the window, where sun would catch on its surface to shine and wink. The princess could stare for hours at the tiara, marveling in its beauty and running her thumb down its curves. Every morning she would wake, and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface to be sure it shone as brightly as it could. Then she would pluck it up, place it upon her head, and walk the woods, feeling somehow more complete, because what, after all, was a princess without a crown? Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss, and go to bed. On her way she would pause and glance back to be sure it was still there, She hated to be separated from it, but she knew it was safest on the pillow while she slept. One night, the princess woke to a raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling the windows in their panes. Fearing a gust might burst open a window and blow the tiara to the ground, she plucked it from its pillow and brought it to bed with her. All through the night, she held the tiara close, and in the morning she woke to find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed, and the princess relaxed. That day was the same as any other, though she perhaps gave the tiara an even more thorough cleaning, grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong. That night she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss, and went to bed, pausing on her way to be sure it was still there. In the morning she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room the tiara lay upon the ground, broken, dull and faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she had left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign that anything at all could have gone amiss. Only the broken tiara, mute upon the ground. She picked it up and held it in her arms, with a guttural cry, but though she tried to fix and to polish it, it was gone beyond repair and with no shine left. Is the tiara her child, then? The princess held the tiara through the day and through the next night, sitting in the same spot at the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose, she looked outside, and her gaze fixed on a sapling. She remembered how the sapling had survived the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgiving earth. Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. Okay, so that's all of the story.
That was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
Yeah, it
Makes
was.
sense now.
Yeah, she got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life.
Mm-hmm.
And then she made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt. She left everything behind. Built a whole new life for him.
Or her.
And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helps her move on. But when it looked like we were going to be taken away, she snapped.
Maybe.
She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah,
Do you, though?
but we still haven't seen what's in that chest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... Oh, I thought I had control again.
Okay.
Oh, no, I do.
So, how do we open it?
Alright, well, I ain't opening it yet, because there's a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So... It started there. Once upon a time, there was a young princess who felt hopeless. Her cruel parents kept her locked away in their rusty palace. One day, she took her tiara and ran away to the forest. Right, so we have other stories now. The crafty goblin's good deeds. The very old beaver's repair list. The old bear's gift to the princess. And the crafty goblin's loot. And then there's a whole bunch of things over here to examine. Alright, who is the old bear? The old bear is Sam, right? Yes, it's
Why are
Sam.
these pictures from the Book of Goblins here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why don't we solve this one first?
Okay, fair enough. Right, so O-L-E. Let's pop that in then.
Alright, should be easy enough.
Yep. Oh, hang on, it might be color-based, but we'll try the O-L-E first. That didn't seem to work. Right, okay. O is yellow, L is red, and E is orange.
Alright, should be easy enough.
So O... Hang on, I've forgotten it already. L was definitely red, so I will put L in. I'm pretty sure E was orange. So let's choose E. And O.
Yes.
Leo. That's probably the name of the child. What's in the lid? Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Did it
Yeah.
just get darker in here?
Yes. Oh. Oh, okay. So, let's look at the papers first, I guess.
Ollie. She noticed.
Dear
That was her
Alison.
son.
Dear Alison and Ollie, we write stories to understand and be understood. But what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, goblin. All my love, my goblins. So let's click next.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
Because that's where she buried the tiara. And that's the child.
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Leo Ronan. Oh.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What? I'm confused now. There's a whole bunch more puzzles in here, lady.
Come on. Let's go to the dock.
Oh, okay.
It's time to finish this.
Find out who Daddy is. Right. Yes, but could I finish the puzzles around here, please?
The crafty goblin's loot.
It's from The Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of the illustration.
All right, Picasso. And you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
Right, okay. So... can't find the story. Oh, look, that's... like them falling apart. Princess and the Two Thieves. Here we go. So... and this indicates, yeah, so I noticed, I think in, well, a previous episode, I noticed that it said Ollie and Allison, and that just confirmed because they said they drew it here. So I'm going to read through and find out what was stolen. So once upon a time in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. The house was built from the strong wood of the forest, and it kept the princess warm and safe. The princess was not a native of the forest, but she never spoke about where she'd come from, for it made her cry. She did not have many friends, but that was how she liked it. The forest was big and deep, and many paths led to a house, but not many visitors passed by. The princess was happy to be left alone in the big house in the deep forest. She knew that the forest would provide for her, but that its generosity had to be respected. So she only took what she needed, and for a long time, life was just fine for the princess in the big wooden house. One winter day, when snow blanketed the earth and ice bent the trees low, the wise princess realized that food was disappearing from her house. It was not much at first, only a few fruits and nuts and eggs vanishing during the night. Okay, so fruits, nuts, and eggs. Okay. Well, that one's fruits.
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
Eggs.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
and nuts. Is that nuts?
Some flour for the cake, maybe?
Put that back.
Or not.
Is that nuts?
Did they steal candy?
No.
Maybe not.
No,
Some
okay.
flour for the cake, maybe? Maybe not.
Fruit, eggs. Maybe it's the birds or the mice, and for a time the princess was okay with losing some food. But the winter was long and little creatures needed to eat too. But then small items started to disappear as well. Spoons and plates, forks and knives and blankets. Okay. Spoons.
What if they took some spoons?
Oh, there we go.
That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
Aww. Okay. Alright, so let's go. Let's look at these then.
Here, the secret keeper, hiding secrets in the clouds.
No way.
Back in your pond, Big Frog.
Oh, wow.
Gold Lady stays locked up in her castle.
I don't
The
think
old
I got
bear's
all of
gotta
them.
be in his ice cave. We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back.
Oh,
There you go, stalwart moose.
so we don't have that one at the back. What about these ones? Hey?
That's the pious pelican spot.
Ah.
Crafty goblins go here.
Oh, wow.
Moonhag's gotta be imprisoned in her lake. The mad hunter, always on the princess.
So I think we're missing 3, right? Yeah. Okay, that's so cool. And is there anything else to examine in here? I didn't look at the
baby blanket.
baby blanket, yeah. Okay,
I wish she just explained all this to us.
right. Okay, so that's that. Let's do this one then.
Bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story.
Okay, let's have a look at this then. Okay, so we've read this story before, but after that day, the princess would occasionally find gifts from the bear, a freshly caught salmon, a handful of ripe berries, and a newly bloomed bluebell.
Why don't we open up the book and check?
Yeah, it's fine. So,
Some roses, maybe?
no.
Actually, I'm not sure. A newly bloomed bluebell?
That one.
A handful of ripe berries?
Was that it? Yep. And some fish of some form.
Fresh caught salmon?
There we go.
Nice. Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple of times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hayloft, so I figured you were in but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably came on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You are strong and kind, and you know so much. It's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head. But I want you to know I got the message, and I'm going to get out of your hair now, and there doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it to the shop, though. Let me know if you want me to come with you, because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal, Sam. Oh, Sam, you break my heart. Has Alison? No, she's still here.
The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
I don't know. Okay. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. One night, a particularly violent storm shook the house. It shook the shingles on the roof and the planks in the walls. It even shook the beams on which the house stood, blowing the whole thing near to the ground. The princess hid in a closet, fearing the house would come down on her as she slept. In the morning, the house was still standing, but it was badly damaged. The storm had blown shingles off the roof and planks off the walls, and even bent a post upon which the house stood. The first 2 things she could fix, but the last concerned her. What will I do? Despaired the wise princess, for though she knew many things, she did not know how to fix the big wooden house. Okay, so shingles, planks, and the post. Okay, so fix.
She fixed the roof shingles.
Aha. And she fixed the planks.
She fixed the planks that were blown off the walls.
Did she fix the pipe? Just then, the old bear came to see if the princess had any trouble with the storm even. When he found her nailing planks back into place, he said, "Stop, princess, let me do that for you." "I'm happy to do it," said the princess, "but if you want to help with the roof, you may." When the pair were done with the roof and the walls, they examined the bent support post. "I could throw my body against it," said the old bear. "I'm very large." He stretched up onto his hind legs, being sure the princess could appreciate how very large he was, and charged straight at the post. He threw his body against it with an impressive thud. The impact moved the post, but too far, and it ended up bent the other direction. Okay. The wise princess decided more precision was needed. She thought then of the very old beaver who kept an excellently crafted dam. Perhaps she can help. She went looking for the very old beaver and found the industrial animal hard at work slapping down mud on a part of her dam that had been blown apart in the storm. Most of the structure was unharmed because the beaver was very good at building things. The princess knew she had come to the right place. "Beaver," she said, "my house was damaged in the storm. Would you help me fix it?" "I believe I could do that," said the very old beaver, and she paused at fixing her own den to follow the princess. The very old beaver examined the big wooden house and nodded. "It will be an easy fix," she said, and she set about writing the post with loud slaps of her tail. When she was done, the wise princess stroked the beaver's head. "Thank you, beaver. The wind blew the shingles off the roof and the planks off the walls, and even bent this post. Now, thanks to you, I still have a home." "Think nothing of it," said the old beaver, who returned to work on her own den once again. That winter, the very old beaver grew ill, very ill. She was not able to fix her den, nor to gather food. When the princess found out, she set about delivering meals to the beaver. She bought stews of corn and beans and baskets full of bark and twigs from the beaver's favourite aspen. One day, the wise princess noticed that the beaver's den had begun to fall apart. She set about fixing it, and though she was not as talented as the very old beaver, the fix kept the creature warm and dry. "Thank you," said the very old beaver. "Of course," said the princess. "You helped me when the storm blew my house near to the ground. Thanks to you, I still have a home, and I'm happy to do the same." The princess continued to nurse the old beaver until the day she came to the dam, and the forest was still. No birds sang, no branches rustled, no small thing skittered within the underbush. "Oh," said the princess, staring sadly at the dam, for she knew the old beaver had passed on. "Goodbye, my friend." Okay, so I'm assuming, because I've done this one and this one, let's do that one as well.
She slapped the post with her. All right.
There we go.
Damn. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Okay. Dear Marianne, you cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you. So I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have 2 small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery. It's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favour. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I'd be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you brought to my life. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you? Carol. So Carol was the beaver, not the secret keeper. So was Marianne the secret keeper? Okay, we've done that one. So it's just this one, the one you're at.
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Okay. So it's this one here. Okay, so they found the stalwart moose struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot on his back. So they climbed up and gave it a good scratching. So the moose is here. So we scratched the moose.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back.
And then next they helped the old bear who could not get the honey out of the narrow beehive. climbed to the top of the tree with a hive, and they dropped it, cracking it open. Okay.
They broke open the beehive.
Finally, they found the princess crying over loss she could not speak about. So they wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug and stayed until she felt better.
For the bear.
Oh.
They hugged the princess when she was crying. Nailed it. Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the Oshia Glacier, catering to Gastinau Channel tourists, as well as the Delos Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs, to personalized apparel and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and crafts scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcrafted products, the consumer will enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from Vici store co-owner Tessa Vici and up-and-coming artist Mary Ann Ronan. This business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of $20,000 to purchase inventory and to help cover expenses in the first year of operations. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2, we plan to generate a moderate profit. Working on the executive summary part of a business plan, what do you think, Tessa? Wow. Okay. All right, I think that is everything in here until we get more of the collectibles. So, hopefully we can get them. Let's leave.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Yeah, let's go.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
Oh, maybe I can't get more. Oh, I must have missed them. Oh, it's got like a weird color filter. Okay. We're running. We're definitely keen to find out what's going on. Okay. So this is to find out who the father is, right?
For? I want to know who was here that night.
Yeah.
Let's try and remember who Marianne was arguing with.
Okay. Where are we going for that? Let me go further up. There it is. Okay, yep. So we got the struggle. Remember, because of the difficulties of what happened on this dock, it's hard to distinguish between memories. So that's why they're struggling. Who is it?
Almost.
Who is it? Beard. No, it's not Tom. What the fuck?
Tom? Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course. It had to be him.
Why did it had to be him?
Tessa knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she must have.
Why
That's
would...
what she didn't want to tell us.
Oh, that's why they
Marianne and
fell out.
Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will. Tom? It's Allison.
I am so shocked.
We need to talk. We know it was you.
We know it was you are. I still don't know who the Mad Hunter is. Wow. The colouring they've done, it sort of like very much gives a different mood, doesn't it? I would have... if I was Alison, I would have called Eddie and let him know that this is going to happen. Because again, as I said...
I thought I did, anyway.
Sure.
We have proof
Whatever.
that the
As long as we get
father
answers.
doesn't want to be known as their father. Right? So that means we've got half sisters and brothers from the Vecchi's family. Alright, well at least he isn't going to drive into us. He got out. I can't believe it's Tom. No, I did not see that coming.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
Yes.
Shit.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? Well, we didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
Yeah.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially. But I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You tried to burn down our barn even, or you let Marianne drown. So are we making the assumption Tom was there when Marianne was shot? Not shot, stabbed in the back? I don't know that. Oh. So that means Tom knew all this time. If Tom was there, Tom knew all this time that Allison was the one that killed Marianne. Oh, I don't know if I choose... Whichever one I choose changes the story. I'm pretty certain he tried to do this. I'm uncertain
You tried
about
to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
Marianne bit.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What
Yep.
do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was going to blow up in my face. I had to do something.
Is he worried about his mayorship? Oh, hang on. About the barn.
Hey, you hearing me?
Hey.
Sorry. I'm trying really hard to keep myself from punching him in the face.
Wow, you can really see that in Tyler's face.
For what he did. He could have seriously hurt you.
Yeah, he's just a fucking coward.
What should we do now?
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's gotta fix the mess he made, one way or another.
Okay. Let's ask you let Marianne drown.
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment. But she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything. Everything happened so fast, I panicked. And by the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
Okay, so by the time I got to town, Marianne was already dead. You could have helped her out of the water, so this is probably why the shotgun was missing, because it fell into his boat, right? So, about Marianne, let's ask.
Does he really expect us to believe there wasn't anything else he could have done that night?
I don't know, Allie. I'd rather not think about it.
You have to make this right.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
But, hang on a sec,
Excuse
that's what
me?
they want.
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know.
Tessa did know.
I said kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
Yeah.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she
God, he's such a
never
weak-willed
said anything.
tart.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe
Yeah.
if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
Oh. Well, I think he did both. I'm going to say the top one.
That was
Because,
convenient for you, huh?
yeah.
You preyed on her because she was vulnerable.
She was
And you
suffering
knew you
the
could always
loss.
blame it on crazy Marianne Ronan if you got caught.
It was nothing like that. Nothing at all. Your mother was a very pretty woman.
Tom's a fucking pervert.
And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would have. I got caught up. Love made me a fool.
Well, you didn't love
Look,
her,
I
did
made
you?
Mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah.
Fine.
Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died.
Okay.
That
Oh.
night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
You were worried that she was going to spill the secret. Oh god, he is a creeper, isn't he?
Why do they do it? They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault.
I still don't know with the whole they made me do it. Is it maybe the whole leaving home? She's got pretty good senses. No, she sensed someone was out there. But then she dismissed it. Alright, so you ran away. Okay, Tom, you're really concerned about everyone's welfare, weren't you?
Manhunter.
Oh.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Fucking coward. So many adults let those kids down, like, in ways that I cannot fathom. Tom and Eddie at this point.
No. No way. You're a fucking liar.
I saw what I saw.
You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Allison. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but clear, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say?
We
And
would have
Michael?
known the answer if we told
Well,
him.
the whole town might turn on you.
They already have.
Don't touch her.
Yeah.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back.
Oh,
Allie, you okay?
no.
You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head.
But he's only just put it in
Don't let him get away
in her
with
head. She's talking about what happened
He might
before
not
it.
be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
Oh no. I think the truth is that with their limited understanding as children and the understanding that Tyler had, it made sense that Marianne was going to try to kill Tyler. But it wasn't the case. I think that's what it boils down to. I mean, we read in the diary that Tyler was terrified to tell his mother and thought that it would initiate or cause a big issue. So that was already in his head. It was already a fear. We still haven't had the answer about the voice. We can't trust our own voices. I really don't know what's going on. They're gonna make me choose, aren't they? Ugh. I hate this game.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
Oh.
I guess
Shit.
it's possible.
I was just talking about that.
Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we?
No.
The second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with
Oh.
whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running.
I guess
Whatever you
because she
choose,
actually killed him.
you
Killed
gotta
Mum.
live with it, okay?
Okay. Ugh. So,
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm going to kill you! I'm not gonna hurt you.
okay. This one's a difficult one for me. Because I've regularly had the indication, just based on other elements around the home, that Mary-Ann was actually a pretty decent mother. But the difficulty, and I think I've touched on it a few times, with abuse and whatnot, what's outwardly shown always looks good. What's not outwardly shown is the stuff that you can't really tell from photos on the wall and stuff like that. But some of the things they've said have struck me really quite heavily as a mother who truly cared. But there is the element of what Tyler said, which is because she lost Leo, and we still don't fully know what, but it's probably it's SIDS, isn't it? Sudden infant death syndrome. So it could be in multiple reasons, but it's something that can happen to very young children. The threat of losing her other children may have sent her over the edge, which is what Tyler said. And that is like a completely logical and understandable thing. I think I'm going to go with the happier thought process. At this point in time, I'm trying to think if I was Allison, the way I'd feel about this is, I've been having nightmares about this my whole life. I've been seeing it the way Tom sort of said for quite a long time. I've been feeling that for quite a while. I think I would go with that version. And I think accepting the truth and maybe telling the town the truth is probably a good way forward for her. Because I think the guilt of not taking responsibility is almost crushing Allie. And also it gives, like, Tyler's been weighed down by this thought process that his mum found out that he's trans and then decided immediately on that spot that the best option is to kill him. I think giving that gift to Tyler of, no, she didn't want to kill you, would be something Allie would do as well. So that's where I'm going with.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh,
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, please. No, don't do this.
Allison, this isn't what.
oh,
She was going to kill herself.
that's what I said.
Just herself.
Mm-hmm.
You interrupted her and we got confused.
Are you sure?
Yes. That attic. Tyler, that was meant for us.
Oh, God,
It
of
was
course.
our way of explaining what she was going through.
Oh,
I made a horrible mistake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here.
you made a horrible mistake, but you did it for a very beautiful reason. Oh. Can we go derail Mayor Tom's campaign now, please? Ah, dear.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs.
Hmm.
What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad?
Oh, that's a 50-50.
Where are you at right now?
I just keep hearing her say she wasn't going to hurt you. Over and over.
We were kids. We freaked out. You weren't equipped to deal with that shit.
She was just talking to you. And I killed her.
She was holding a shotgun, though.
Stop.
I don't want to use our voice again. Ever.
What? Seriously?
I don't know. But I want to stop feeling like this. And I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions. Of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay. I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us, us.
Kind of makes sense. From both sides. Please don't make me choose
The
again.
Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted
What do you
the day
think?
he would emerge,
Brothers and
to
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand.
Always.
Oh.
And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
So, I think that kind of boils down to Tom not wanting anything to do with Marianne once she was pregnant, and that's why she felt rescued, because I think they were right by saying Tom preyed upon her, and she probably realized it at that point and wanted out, but didn't know how to get out. Like, it's her best friend's husband. How do you get out of that without him manipulating? Six months later, okay. Have you finally cleared the house? Have you made a choice about the house? Oh, wow. You don't like your coiffed hair? Coiffed hair anymore? Guess maybe it gets in the way when you're a ranger. Oh, he kept the moose.
One last look. I'm good to go.
Oh.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
What about Tom?
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Ah,
Yes, I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, think I should swing by the store for one final fuck off?
See you never, Vecchies.
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there, okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay. I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Alice's mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
Okay, right. So. I honestly, at this point, don't know how much is left. So, what I'm going to do is, for editing me, I'm going to end the episode right now. And if it's cut out, you guys won't know about it. Because I'll find out how much is left of the game and then come back and make some decisions. But I do hope you're enjoying the series so far. I really am. I was very taken by surprise. I was very much taken by surprise, even by the whole Tom reveal. And I wonder what you guys, were you aware? Did you think that was coming? I feel like I need to go apologize to Eddie right now. There are some things he doesn't deserve an apology for, but some of it maybe I need to give him an apology for. But yeah, I am enjoying the series so far and the game. I'm very much looking forward to the end and see what actually happens from here on out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that amazing stuff. And, of course, a very, very special thank you to my wonderful patrons whose names are scrolling across the screen as I speak. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.